It's over, and stocks are crashing right now on quite elevated volume. With a $3.6 trillion wipeout, what is happening out there? In the words of Warren Buffett, this is an act of war, and the stocks are acting exactly as we would expect. So, what is happening here? Because I'm pointing to this really curious area here. Well, I'm going to call that a Trump put, because the second we touched it, we bounced. Look at where we are in after hours. We're higher by roughly half of 1%. Or we're now snapping back basically the last 15 minutes of selling. Look at what happened here. Pump it and dump it. As we know, we take the staircase up and the elevator down. Well, let's have a look here because staircase, elevator down. Yep. Happens on a 1 minute chart, a 1 day chart, a 1 week chart, a 1 month chart. And that's what we're going to go through today because this rally is nice, but it's not enough. We have to make it to 583 or higher. Otherwise, what we talked about yesterday, that is what's important. Blah. I know I mispronounced that. That's okay. I'm just going to keep pushing forward. Why? Because I do make mistakes sometimes. I am not perfect. I'm not like people on YouTube. Anyways, $3.6 trillion Trump rally. It bites. That's right. What's going to happen? Are stocks going to come down? Are they a little bit too high? That's right. But you. That's right. What are we going to be hearing at the State of the Union tonight? Yes, that's right. It's not technically a State of the Union, but it's going to be seen as a State of the Union. Right now, there's fear out there, at least for investors. That's right. Extreme fear. Better do something here because we heard that the scoreboard for the big man, I'm talking President Donald Trump, is supposed to be the S&P 500. And take him seriously, but not literally. Well, the market started to take him seriously. So it's selling first and asking questions later. We've now done the 50 MA to 200 MA. Remember, we talked about this. Come below, dead cat bounce, reject, slam down to the 200. What I am unsure of here, and the reason why this pivot is so important, is because I think it was going to be a pivot to either dead cat bounce and roll over to lose the 200 DMA, or to come back down, dead cat bounce, and then actually rally to reverse. Not just be a bounce, but to actually reverse here. Okay, so if that's the case, could this be capitulation volume in hindsight? Well, it could. We would need less volume than tomorrow than today, and we would need for the price to go up. Well, it looks like the trap is set, so let's see where we go from here. All right, extreme fear. Take them seriously, but not literally. So what does it mean to be American? Because in the State of Union tonight, I'll be paying close attention to what Donald Trump says. It's his first year in a 4-year mandate. So is he going to announce this? Is he going to announce solidarity? Is he getting the deal done? Getting the job done? Hey, we'll find out. It's supposed to happen. So let's see what President Trump does. Might just have to plug your nose and decide to buy stocks, though. Why? We'll find out. So what could happen? Here's the thread. U.S. imposes tariffs 25% on both neighbors, so South and North. Canada, 25. Mexico, 25. China, 20. Yeah, that sounds about right. So in return, where are we here? Let me get to China. There was something else I want to show first here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's the retaliation. Our guy spoke, but who cares about him? He's already fired. Get out of here. I cared about Danielle Moore. She's the part of the oil country up here, right? The oil patch. Here you go. Here's what's going to happen. Duty on external tariffs, 25%. Nice. 25% to the EU. There you go. Who is your top customer? Oh, it's Canada, then Mexico. So who buys American stuff? Who do you guys sell stuff to? Oh, it's us. So what happens if we stop buying? That doesn't sound good. No, it doesn't. So like everyone loses in this scenario. So what happens? They're walking it back, right? Of course, right? Out of the deal, there was no room, right? Donald Trump had said there was no room. 24 hours later, maybe tomorrow. Trump mauling Canada tariffs compromise. It says as early as tomorrow. Sorry, where does it say Wednesday? They said as soon as Wednesday. When's that? That's tomorrow. They're like, oh my God, we lost the value of an Apple, an Nvidia, the auto car sector annually. Oh my God, what are we doing here? That's right. You like food? It's going to cost more. That's going to cost more. Here's the headlines. We talked about them. So State of the Union, tariffs. Then we got ADP non-farm payroll, Jerome Powell. There's a lot to go through, but March 10th is the date that I am eyeing. And then the 12th. I'm going to ask you for a huge favor. If you could please consider smashing that thumbs up or subscribing to the channel, I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. Thank you ahead of time. So big, beautiful America, are you happy to pay more because Target warns of price hikes coming in the next couple of days? We'll find out. Oh my goodness, you. That's right. Take the sourpuss off your face because you are effing fired. That's right. I'll see you on the 10th. Here we go. May roll them back as soon as when? Tomorrow. That's right. Totally serious, right? Totes serious. Totes. Everyone's taking you totally serious, Don, right? Look like Donald Duck right now, right? Oh my goodness. All right. Stocks have wild swings amid trade war jitters. That's right. All right. So in all seriousness, let's do this before we look at a few quick charts. If you own or don't own stocks, pause the video and answer this question. Are you number one or are you number two? Because I am almost always a wussy. I hate losing money more than I regret not making out on all the gains. So when I'm at number one, I talk about managing risk. So now that we're down here, we're near support and there's potential for us to snap back. I've talked about how we've now broken the monthly chart, but I actually bought a whole bunch of stocks today. You're like, what? I thought you said you weren't buying stocks. Well, there's two portfolios. So I have my Roth and my 401k, and then I have my tactical trade account. I'm not going to humble brag because people don't like that on YouTube, but I've done well. If you want to find out more about that, watch until the end. I'll talk about the 45-day free trial. But in the meantime here, I'll give you some valuable content for free because that's why I would tune into videos like this. So here we go. I am dollar cost averaging. So over the course of the next 9 months to close out this calendar year, I have like 20 grand to deposit. So I put in a little bit of money, $1,000 today. I bought about $2,000 worth of stock in my retirement account. Might not be huge money to you. I'm doing that every month. It's enough for me. I don't need to flex to say, oh, my account's worth this much and I'm a multimillionaire on YouTube. I'll be honest. That's the number I'm at. So I deposited a bit and I'm dollar cost averaging. I didn't buy because of a technical reason. I bought because of dollar cost averaging. We're right around the beginning of the month. And I figured, all right, let's try the strategy out. We'll see what happens. But for tactical traders or people trying to be mindful of what to do, I am also very aware we could be all the way down here. So what'll happen? I'll buy a little bit next month, a little bit the month after, a little bit after, a little bit after, a little bit after. And if it ends up being what I've been calling for, which is a stock market crash or bear market, slam back down to the 50, a slam back down to the 50, I'll just have bought the whole time and then we'll go higher. And all my shares that I was dollar cost averaging into here, they'll all be worth more. That's what dollar cost averaging means. And it's not just a recent phenomena. If we zoom out and look at a high time frame, let's go to a log scale. S&P 500 likes to go up. Yeah, it's like literally its job. Its job is to go up. What was it in 1871? Went down to a low of $3. Now it's worth $5,000. Oh my God. Those are some terrific gains, right? That was a penny stock back then. That's right. It was a penny stock. And now it's not. Now it's a huge, big stock. You barely even notice those little blips we just talked about. They're barely even noticeable in the chart. That's right. When in doubt, zoom out. That's what Warren Buffett says. So if you're like, well, Warren Buffett said this is an act of war, plug your nose and buy some stock. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Why? If you are trying to trade, you want to be mindful of these areas. If you're trying to invest, at certain moments in time, you got to just plug your nose and buy the dip. So if you don't like certain types of dip, then just get different chips, right? Maybe you like guacamole, maybe you like salsa, maybe you don't. Maybe you're like me and you just like normal things. Anyways, let's look here to a few more quick charts. So we have the SPY. Here's what I found really interesting, and it was a bit of a tell for me. The dollar was fading all day, big fat fade. But what did it not do into the close? It didn't rally. So this is where if Trump was actually going to do what everyone thought he would, I thought it would have rallied back up. Because if we look to the S&P, including after hours, there's a snapback, baby. Whoop. So it did not trust the move lower, right? That's what I'm trying to point out. The dollar bears voted. And they were right. It's going down, 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 down. So to make this story really simple, there is a lot happening right now. But These key areas are really, really, really important. Why? Let's think about this for one extra minute. If you're still watching here, I'm going to give you valuable content, and then I'll give you a little bit of a pitch. So I talked about the potential for a crescendo. Let's talk about the bearish and then bullish scenario. Let's go through the bearish scenario first. Bearish scenario would be this. We have a range here on the daily chart. That inside bar would break bearish. Look what that would be like tomorrow. Print below the 200 MA. We get a second candle close below. That's it. Look out below. We got a lot of room to go down here. Lots of room. 100 points, maybe even more. Okay. So if we close red tomorrow and we're also below our candle low at 572, we have to be very mindful of downside. If we looked at Bitcoin, which was our guide, it also says that we should find some initial support out here, plug out a low. Now we've actually tracked all the way to where Bitcoin is now. That's what I also thought would happen. We're roughly right here. That's just what SPY did, right? Leading indicators now led it to here. Okay, so that was the bearish scenario. What about the bullish scenario? Well, here's the bullish scenario. We're on green, which is support. All right, so now you're pointing to this green arrow here. Why does that matter? Well, look, low, higher low, higher highs. That's the reversal to where? New all-time highs. We take out the key relative high, higher, highest. We go up even more. So if the W is back, which was right here, and then I deleted it, well, that W might just be a trap where we don't go down that far, right? Come back down to support, bounce up. That's what happened here. The W led to the crash. I predicted that too. So if the bulls are in control, we have to maintain that chart until where? If we're not going sideways, which is what the weekly chart says right now. Again, look, it looks like we're going sideways. So if we're going sideways here, we have to stop going sideways and go back up. We've already lost our uptrend. So what does that mean? Make it really simple. We have to do the failed breakdown. The same thing on the monthly. We have to close Friday back above 582.44, 583, the exact same number. So remember it. Say it with me. Maybe even want to type it in the description or in the comments. 583. Why? Because below that area, rips are for selling. That's right. They are for selling. Why? 583 is not even good enough. Where do we got to get to? 600. Why? Because the short-term price is at 600. If we want to go up in the short term, we want support to be the 50 MA. If we're below it, it's resistance. All right, that's it for today's show. So I encourage you to watch the one that just queued up here, or if you want more free content, if you want to come join me after now for 45-day free trial, which I basically just told you that I'm going to help you for free. So here's what I can offer you. We have a help center here, which means you can literally come in like people have today and ask me any question at any time, and I will do my best to help you as best I can. Here's all the questions from today. You can also go through and see exactly every move that I'm making. If you want to see all my free content, pause it and you'll see what I'm doing right here. I talk about all my key areas. I summarize all my notes. Here's all the stocks I actually even bought today. All of them right here. Under Armour, Stellantis, Wheat, Boeing, VO, IWM, Ballet, India, DXCM, all of them. And all of my notes. In addition to that, you get it for 45 days for free. So if you don't plan to pay or if you just want to try it out, join and just make sure you cancel by the 44th day and you'll never get billed. I will be happy to help you for free. Why? That's why I'm doing videos. I actually enjoy helping people. So if nothing else, please smash a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel as you're signing off, and I'll see you on the next video.